Hi, I'm Ellen Weinreb. I'm the CEO of Weinreb Group Sustainability Recruiting, and we put out a Chief Sustainability Officer report every 2 years. This year, 2025, was our seventh report. The first one was 2011. And this year focused on shifts in the environment since our last report. Those two shifts are largely around the politicalization of sustainability as well as the regulatory shifts.
The regulatory shifts have been a huge impact on not only me, but also on my entire team. Where we've been focused on the long term and creating value, we now have to kind of shift our focus. And we have about half of our team spending the majority of their time just preparing for the regulatory responses. In the end, I'm hopeful that it's going to drive really good results and more strategic responses.
The regulatory market has significantly changed my role and most TSOs' roles. Certainly, it is a lot more compliance driven. It also means that we need to be even higher level strategic thinkers. We need to look at data and let data drive a lot of our decision making and the strategies for the business units. It also means that we're spending a lot more time on compliance related things and unfortunately, maybe not as much time on the things that we want to drive the behaviors that we would all like to see. It also comes with a pretty significant cost. In addition to the time cost, it also has a monetary cost to do that. So there's good sides and bad sides to it. But again, it significantly has changed the way we work.
There has absolutely been a significant shift based on the need for compliance readiness. So recalibration of budgets, recalibration of teams, but really the silver lining in all of this is that it's opened doors to new conversations. So having conversations with finance, with audit, with our executive team and with our board of directors, because they really need to know that we're on the path to compliance.
The regulatory landscape has changed the role of the CSO in multiple ways. One is that the role of the CSO has become much more strategic in not only driving voluntary commitments, but obviously as we move to regulatory commitments, how the organization needs to comply. And sustainability has a critical role. And in many cases, like at Ecolab, we're driving the Enterprise Excellence Initiative to really put the systems and the processes in place within the organization to be able to comply at the time required.
The increasing growth of regulations in sustainability, for us, it has changed the role a lot. It kind of made us go back and do a lot of work around benchmarking and corporate governance. So we changed the way and frequency we engage with the board, gave a lot more clarity of kind of how that tracking and benchmarking process through our company evolves. So it's added a lot more rigor on the governance side. It's changed our organizational alignment. We report in through legal now, as a lot of our compliance features kind of do, given the risk and regulatory nature of some of that key workload. And then it's added headcount. You've seen a lot of roles in the ESG controller and the sorts of elements that you need. We've added 4 headcount. It's continued that being embedded nature. That's the upside of it, is it has, tried to move sustainability more and more away from being just an external function to an integrated feature of the business. But it's grown a lot in scale, and it's certainly changed the governance and the resourcing and leadership alignment of how we treat it overall.